Hey, how's it going? We're the last day of Camp 2. Also, like my last full day here with the guys. We got one game left. We went 4-2 over the camp. We just missed out by one spot of the top 4, but that's okay. We got one game left to play, so hopefully we'll get a win. But I'll catch up with everything sort of at the end of the video and give you a kind of final thoughts of how the camps have gone. Good news is as well, I've been selected this year by the coaches to coach the All-Star game, so I'm looking forward to that. That'll be good fun. But my guys are just getting up on the court. I got some of them here. They're getting ready to play. We got one more game left. Let's see what they're doing. I know this guy's. He's been watching the videos. That's one of the guys.
Oh, what video is this? What's up, man?
Here's some of my guys.
Shout out to England, man. You're the best. Yeah. Cleveland, 216, boy.
So the guys are good. They're excited. We got one game left. We'll get a win. We've even got the Spanish kids here with us as well. Hola. I don't know. He speaks a funny language. It's frustrating. I don't know. Hey, we got one game left. So I gotta go. We got to coach. I'll catch up with everyone, say at the end of the video. Keep tuned. Keep tuned? That doesn't make sense. Stay tuned. See ya.
Finally made it home. So, just got back from our trip to America. It's been an amazing experience, and I just wanted to kind of give a rundown of how everything went and some feedback really of our time there. You know, went across originally with 5 guys, all sort of past or current Plymouth Raiders development players. None of them have ever been sort of playing basketball in America before, so it was a very new experience to them. I know at first it was a little bit overwhelming, but I believe that they adapted massively and very much embraced it over there, and they really, really enjoyed it. I know that. I know they want to go back. I know they're desperate to. I know a lot of them are really pushing to try and go to college over in America, so fingers crossed that will all work through. I've got a little bit of paper here with a few things I just want to go through. Just talk about of their time there. You know, for the kids themselves, they met a lot of new people, coaches and players that they're hopefully keep in contact with, and they got an opportunity to train in the facilities before the camp started, which was great. It helped ease them in, I guess. As part of sort of them enjoying the experiences, you don't very often, especially in England, get an opportunity to find some good facilities and get a chance to sort of train without paying stupid amount of money just to hire a court. So it was really good that they got that opportunity to have a good workout before the camp started and everything else. I think that was key to them sort of enjoying themselves. The other things is they had to adapt massively to the basketball. Camp basketball was a little bit different to, especially recruitment camp basketball is very different to. Sorry, I'm just moving my screen around. I'm trying to get comfy here. Yeah, camp basketball is very different. It's people have this perception, and I was chatting to the coaches in America, and we can't quite figure out why, because we tell them time and time again that the college coaches that are recruiting don't want to see selfish players. They don't want to see guys just going one-on-one to score 30 points. They actually want to see basketball. They want to see team basketball. They want to see guys moving the ball. They want to see guys working hard. They want to see guys playing defense. Unfortunately, there was a lot of fast-paced one-on-one basketball going on. And it certainly took a while for our guys to adjust to that. But at the same time, they didn't want to fall into a trap and do the same thing. They wanted to move the ball. They wanted to have the right fundamentals. They wanted to play in the right places and make sure that they made a good account of themselves while they were there. And we got a lot of good feedback from the coaches, from the guys that were there. They think that they worked really hard. They played hard. It was no surprise that it was clear to see, to be fair, the athleticism was head and shoulders above what we have. Unbelievably. But regards to fundamentals, there wasn't much different. We were probably up there with the best guys in the camp with regards to fundamentals and positioning and things like that. I don't know whether that's not because that camp they didn't want to show that, they wanted to just go one-on-one, or whether generally they're a little bit behind on that. The feedback from the coaches they play too much basketball in America with regards to games. They don't work enough on fundamentals, on individual skills. So it was good, and the guys kind of were relieved that was the case, that they were going into games and maybe scoring just a few points, but they were playing the right way. But coaches were seeing that, which was good, and coaches picked up on that. I know a couple of guys have had some emails actually from colleges about interest, so that's a good sign. Hopefully something will come from that. Looking at here as well, some of the things that we got to. We had lectures with sort of college recruiter called Steve Keller. That was amazing. Really good lecture, giving a bit of an insight of how to get recruited, of explaining to children that they can't just go to camps like this and expect to get email after email after email, that they actually have to go out chasing these colleges, chasing these coaches to even get an opportunity to play basketball. Also explain about the education side of it. We've always heard, I know I have, that in America you've got to be educated. You can't just be a talent, and you kind of never really sure how much that really means and how seriously they take that. But talking to everyone here, it is very, very important. Very, very important that you have a good education, because it makes one hell of a difference when applying to colleges you want to go to. Especially if you haven't got scholarships. If you're looking to get money off your tuition, then your education is key. You can knock £20,000-30,000 off by being well educated, and that's really big. So I think that was really helpful information for our guys as well. They definitely enjoyed that. They definitely found that information important. They enjoyed a sit-down conversation with these guys to talk through the recruitment process and what to do next. They really did enjoy it, and I think they took a lot from that as well, which was good. Regards to the camp itself, there were some really long days for myself and for the kids. You know, coaches wise, we're hitting breakfast probably at 7 o'clock. Got a coaches meeting normally about 8ish, and then we're all into it. See, I'm tired now. Whoa, then we're straight into it, and we got coaching all day. We're on our feet, inside courts, outside courts, really hot temperatures, and then into the evening, the fun, which is dorm duty. So one night per camp, you'll have dorm duty, and you'll be up until about 1:30 in the morning, checking everything out, making sure everything runs smoothly. But I had to do that. Everyone has to do it, whether you're the highest ranked coach there or you're the guy that just come across from England. Everyone gets involved in that, which is a long night, but yeah, it was not too bad, to be fair. Everyone's pretty well behaved there. They're all there for one thing, to play basketball and try and get recruited. So I don't really have any reason to mess around or to be idiots. It's pretty well disciplined there from the guys, which is good, which is really, really good. So the way the camp worked for the players was you had the option of going to the early morning workout at 7:30. I know all of our guys did that, which was really good. You had registration, stations, and then the game started. And the games were going on all day. The last game was probably about 9:35 in the evening. As you've seen some of the other videos, the floodlight games outside are absolutely incredible. They're really, really good. Nothing like it. 12 courts, floodlit, hoops are lovely, the court's smooth. They were really nice. Really enjoyed those ones. We had a little break in between camps. Went to Philadelphia, which you've seen. Had a nice day out there, which was good. And the level for Camp 2 then came into play, and word was around that the Camp 2 is going to be a lot higher level than Camp 1 regards to the players that are coming in, purely because the AAU tournament just came to an end around the area. So all the guys who are in AAU, which is like, I guess their equivalent of Summer League here, but on a much higher scale, the players we had were really, really good. So the level was upped again massively. The whole of the higher group were Division 1 prospects, higher Division 2, which was amazing. And probably, by the looks of it, and talking to a few guys, and more than likely there was a few future NBA players in the mix of that as well, if they carry on developing the way they have so far. So it was good for the guys who stayed for the second week to get involved in that, and see some of the really, really high talent that there is to offer at these camps. It was tough, but it was good fun for them, I believe. So my experience with the coaching side of it, week 1 was it was pretty poor, if I'm honest with you, for me. The team that I drafted, because we have to do a draft and we have to pick players, wasn't really up to scratch. The guys I had, a couple of guys were trying to work really hard. A couple of guys were not. Were very selfish players, and I was trying to kind of get that out of their system. But yeah, we went 0-5, and it was pretty embarrassing, and it wasn't fun to coach. I really tried to hit home with these guys about the fundamentals, about moving the basketball, but apart from a couple of guys, there wasn't a huge amount of interest in that, and that made life very, very difficult. So week 1 wasn't great. Week 2, I kind of changed how I drafted people. I knew what I wanted after week 1. I knew that I wanted some guys to work together. I knew that I wanted unselfish basketball players. So I drafted 3 kids from IMG Academy, which is a really high academy over in America. And I drafted 3 because I knew if they play together already, they'll have a chemistry. It's a very well thought of academy, so they'll have good basketball IQ. And they'll move the ball well, which they did, which was great. I had a Spanish point guard, David. He was outstanding. He moved the ball really well, so for him to complement with the three guys from IMG was perfect. And then the other guys that slotted in were great, were really, really nice players. They were all unselfish. I know some of them may be watching this video, so guys, thank you for a great week. I said it to you before. You were certainly up there with the best teams in the conference. We ended up finishing probably the 5th best record. We ended up going 5-2 in total, I believe, by the time we finished the camp, which was good. And the guys worked hard. They bought into what I did, and they understand what the college coaches were looking for, and they made themselves look really good. Even it got to stages where there was a high group were next to us, and all the coaches' heads turned completely, and they started watching our game purely because we were playing great defense, we were moving the ball well, and we were getting really good looks at the basket. So the second week was a lot better, and I think I've just got the players to thank for that. They done absolutely brilliant for me. As well as other players, a couple of British guys out there which I met in the last camp. Daniel Okuru, who goes to I forgot. He goes to one of the academies out there. Mitchelberg. Sean's going to kill me if he's watching this. He's the head coach. Mitchelberg Academy. So he goes there. He's from England. Also, a guy from Huddersfield who plays for the men's team there. So I met him week 1. We had 2 guys over. Robert Banks was there. He plays over in the UK, and also another lad who used to play point guard for Reading, but then moved over to school in Canada. So that was really good. Also, I met there was an Irish lad there whose brother that I used to coach. It's just really strange that you go all the way to the other side of the world and you end up meeting people that you have a connection with or you know of. It's really, really strange. But it was good that we bumped into those guys, and it's good that people from England are actually going over there a lot more, and I'm hopeful to send a few more next year, which would be good. Look forward to it. Yeah, it's gonna be really good, and hopefully I can keep growing in my coaching, and hopefully I can keep bringing people over and help them grow and understand the game over in America. One thing that definitely made me smile throughout the camp, and it was actually a real surprise. All these videos I've been doing, I've done one last year as well of the full diary, which lasts about 45-50 minutes. But I had regular people coming up to me, players from America, from different countries, from Australia, things like that, who said, "Hey, you're the YouTube guy. I saw your video before I came to camp, and I saw your video of Elite 1 before I came to Elite 2, and it really helped me understand what goes on here and gave me a really good idea of what the coaches are looking for, and really enjoyed it." And I was, wow. I thought I saw it happened first time, and I thought, yeah, okay, that's nice. Maybe he's managed to do it. But then time and time again, more people kept coming back and saying they'd seen it, which is great. It made me feel that more than just the people in the UK or my club, which I was kind of aiming to get this out for, have actually been watching these videos, and it's helping people. Even a high school coach from New York who recently won 2 years ago, won a state championship here. He had the championship ring on his finger, and he said, "Hey coach, nice to meet you. I watched your video last year and I thought it was really, really good. And I can't wait to see the next ones." And so if he's watching, hello again. Hopefully one day we'll meet again at camp, and we can catch up and talk about this one. But yeah, it's been really refreshing that actually this has been helpful for more people than just in the club. It's great. So the final thoughts really and the thank yous are, for myself, once again, another great experience. Absolutely love my time there. Really enjoy it. I've got the opportunity to go back again next year, and they've told me that I can coach in the highest group, which is great. Just got to figure out logistics and time off work and things like that. But hopefully I can get back there again. I know the kids have had a great time. They've really, really enjoyed it, and it's going to be memories that they're going to keep with them forever, which were good. But, just a couple of people to thank. Obviously, the players and the parents of the people that came with me. You guys have been brilliant. We got transport there. We got transport back. They're very, very helpful when I was sending out all the information. They replied quickly. It was amazing. So thank you. The players done themselves proud. They were well behaved. They worked hard, and they just absolutely loved being there. Obviously, Austin Kelly from Hoop Group. Thank you very much. Without yourself, this wouldn't happen. You've been my contact with getting guys over, and all of the Hoop Group staff, really, all of the runners, all the video guys, unbelievable people. They work so hard. The runners are, wow. They do everything going on. They are here, there, and everywhere, and they make sure everything runs nice and smoothly. You got Coach Hooker, who is our security guy. If you've been to Hoop Group before, you know about Coach Hooker. He makes sure everyone's safe, makes sure everything's looked after, and deals with everything non-basketball. He was brilliant. A big thank you to John Sarge Sears, also known just as Coach Sarge. He runs a high school in Orlando, and he's been really, really welcoming to myself and to my guys. Really helpful. I've been doing some of the early sessions with him and some of the voluntary workout sessions with Sarge whilst I was there. Helped do some shooting with his son, which was nice. But Sarge has officially invited me out to Orlando next year to spend some time with them and do some coaching over there, which I definitely want to take him up on the offer. So I'll be in touch if you're watching, and we'll chat that through. But no, that's really good. I'm excited about that. All the coaches up there that I worked with, they always make me feel welcome. Tend to take the mick out of me a little bit for being English, especially when the English guy goes there and goes 0-5 on the first week. Doesn't do us much justice in representing England basketball there. So they gave me some stick, but I was laughing on the second week because I gave them some back when I went 5-2. So that's pretty good. Obviously, I don't know if you've seen any of the photos, but met up again with Ted Hotterlin, who is the New Haven Division 2 coach, and he talked about coming back to Plymouth to do a coaching clinic and possibly a camp, which will be really, really good. So thank you, Ted. I will be in touch with you as well, and we'll hopefully get the ball rolling for that. And obviously, I can't make video out for thanking Sophie, my better half, for just being supportive when I go out and do all this stuff. And I've got to be fair, I've come home and she's completely redecorated the front room. So and it's actually lovely and clean. So maybe I'll go away more often because this looks great. But no, it's been a great experience. So thank you to everyone who made it a great experience. Thanks to anyone who's watching, especially any guys over in the States. If you are watching, thank you. Really appreciate it. But yeah, until next year, Hoop Group's over. Thanks very much.